Okay, I am live. All right, so here is the modified wool machine. So this sheep will eat the grass once the grass comes back, and then when he eats the grass, this observer is observing that block, and it'll turn from a grass block into a dirt block, and then it'll trigger this block that has redstone dust on it, and that will trigger this dispenser to shoot one of these shears out. Oh, it triggered just now when the grass grew back. So now as soon as that sheep, well, the sheep has to grow wool first. So anyway, as soon as he has wool on him and then he eats the grass or whatever, it'll trigger that, which will shoot the shears out and shear him. That wool will fall through that block down into the hopper minecart that's sitting on a normal rail that's sitting... Oh, there it was. Okay, so I don't think anything came out that time because he didn't have anything to shear. But as soon as he's got some wool on him. All right, so I heard it clip, I heard it trigger and all that stuff. So basically, it'll trigger this to shear him, and then that wool will fall down through, and then I also... So that's the normal part of the wool farm that I already have in the survival world. So this is the part that I added. I added this signal coming down here. I put a delay on it so that the wool has time to fall down through all this and get into the dispenser, and then it will trigger this block next to the dispenser will get powered, and that will shoot the wool out of here into this water elevator and then out to the end. So I'm going to put a piece of glass on. So I'm going to put a piece of glass on top because it is kind of shooting these things out a bit, and then they'll all accumulate down here, and that will go over to the sorter in the survival world. Hey, can you get some wool already? Can you make sheep get wool by feeding them? Seeds. Okay, what don't I need? Oh, there went the wool. I missed it just as I was sitting here doing all this. Okay, so there's the piece of wool. It came out. It worked. Okay, so basically, before it would just drop into a chest down here, but now I'm having it go into a dropper that gets powered, and that dropper should have nothing in it, because it should always just have one wool fall down all the way through. That'll delay on this. I have a 1 tick, or a 1, I've moved it over 1 to delay it to give it enough time. So I haven't really tested it to see if that delay is even needed, but I think I let it run for a little bit with no delay in here, no repeater, and so it was just the redstone dust and nothing else, and there were 4 stuck in here. So I think that triggered the dropper to kick stuff out, and then the wool fell down into it, so it would end up missing them sometimes. So anyway, this repeater delay should work out. So let's just observe it for a second here. So looking at it like this, we should be able to see everything, because we'll see the sheep eat the grass or the grass grow back, and we'll see the sheep get sheared or not, and then we'll see the redstone trigger, and we'll see the wool come out of the other side. So we'll just wait for that, and then I'll finish this. I think I have all of what's needed. I think I've shown all the parts that are needed. And I think I have 3 of these in a row, and they have 1 dirt between them, and this is only 1 dirt wide for this part of the circuit to come over, and everything else is pretty tight in there. So this should work, and I just do this on each one of them. And yeah, there's nothing on this side, so there will be dirt between them and no interference between the redstone. Okay, am I making the sheep nervous so he won't eat the grass or what? Wonder if they just have they eat grass every once in a while. He doesn't have any wool on him though. So we're just watching. So I think I have enough detail here to be able to go. So I'll stop this stream and then I'll go over to the survival world and stream myself building it there. And then I'll use this stream to watch my own tutorial basically of how it's put together. And that'll allow me to check that out and do it. Okay, come on, sheep. Is it because I'm looking at him? Like, every time I moved away from him, it seemed like he can't be that, right? He can't care whether I'm by him or not, or looking at him. All right, so we have the sheep and dirt. So we have a dirt platform. I guess this could be extended out. I think my dirt level is here, actually, in the survival world. So, yeah, it is, because it's got dirt. There we go. Yeah, so it's got a dirt like this level here. And so they only stick up one block. Now, that could be what the... Come on, what's going on, man? How come he's not eating? Getting worried about my sheep not eating. Alright, so there's the sheep. There's the... Now this is... Oh, that's the other thing. This is a dispenser, not a dropper. The dropper just shoots the shears out there. The dispenser actually shears the sheep. And then there's a block behind it with redstone all the way down over here. And then there's... Oh yeah, and the direction of this is already correct. So I already have this part of it built. I basically just need to extend the redstone along here, and instead of this going down into a chest, put it into a dropper, and then build the water elevator up to... Oh, there it goes. Okay, so he ate, and it sheared him, but he was already sheared. And so nothing came out because he wasn't sheared, or he didn't have any wool for us. And there's nothing in here, nothing in here, nothing in here. Wait, what's going on? There's 2 white walls in here. This is not working. Maybe I need to put this, let's just put it on the lowest or the highest setting. I can actually go take these and drop them in. That wouldn't work though, because... Alright, so let's try it again. Does he drop wool even if he doesn't have any wool? That couldn't be, because then otherwise I could just shear him like repeatedly and he would give me all the wool I wanted. But that's not obviously the case. What I need is a redstone debugger. Maybe somebody has one of those where I can see... I mean, that's... What was that? Enderman? Oh, looks like he was just there. Okay, so if there was wool in there, it would kick it out when the grass grew back. Right? When that grass grows back, it should spit a wool out, because it's going to trigger this and hit the dispenser and go out. Fast forward. Come on. There's grass all the way around it. Well, this is boring. I think I have enough information to know how to get this to work, but I think the main thing that's tricky is the delay here, because basically this will get eaten, and that will immediately trigger this, and that will shear him, and then the wool will fall, and that goes through these pretty quickly. But that's what this delay is for, so that it can delay and not kick out the dropper or the wool out of there. So basically I have one in here right now, just as a test, because basically, okay, that did it. So there was no wool to shear, so there's nothing in the dropper, and that dropped it over here. So that worked. Okay, so it actually should keep itself clear pretty well, because it's gonna probably hit a couple of times before it actually shears something. So it should be kicking stuff out like 3 times before it actually drops any wool. Seriously, is he not growing wool? Because I'm looking at him, because when I was doing other stuff, I came back and there were like 4 wools up there. I don't think I need to do this. Oh, does he grow the wool when he eats the grass? There he's eating the grass. Yes, it did. Did you see that? I saw it. I bet it's stuck down here, huh? Okay, so this isn't long enough. Do I need 2 repeaters in here? Oh, it has to have redstone dust to go down, and then maybe another repeater here. Oh, maybe not. Nope. It has to... Oh. So it takes too long for it to fall down. I mean, it'll kick it out on the next... Like when the grass gets back on this block, it's going to kick it out at that point. So I don't think it'll be too bad. It's just going to be... I mean, I could have it go out this way and have 2 repeaters. Oh. There, let's just make it really long. 3 repeaters. That didn't do anything because there was nothing to... So the grass grew back. He's eating. It worked. There was enough of a delay where it came out. Wait! Okay, I need to test it with nothing in there. So these, it's... Okay, let's start with nothing in there and just see if it ever gets anything stuck in there. But I did see it. It was a lot slower, and it kicked one out. But it already had one in there. So basically, this is slow enough, and I'd have to test this over and over again. I guess I could look up how long it takes for a sheep to get sheared, for the wool to fall down, and the hopper minecart to pick it up, and then put it into the hopper, and then put it into the dispenser, and then compare that to how long each one of these repeaters is. And then just like math my way through it. Or I could just sit here and watch it and make sure that this setup works fine, and then I could try it with just 2 and see if that works fine. Then I could try different settings on them, but this takes so long to test because there's some randomness to it. So anyway, this just takes forever. Should I turn off these other things over here? Okay, no wool out here. None in here. No grass. No wool. Yeah, it's interesting because he'll be eating it and it seems like he'll eat and he'll grow the wool when he eats the grass. And as soon as he does that, then it triggers that. So he must get the wool on his back before it triggers that to go shear it. Come on, grass. How do you make grass grow faster? This would be the part of the video where we'd fast forward it. I hate to do 3 repeaters there if we only need 2 or something. And there's 4 settings on each one of them too. So it's like, what's the total we need, and then just do however many we need. But I don't know. I guess I could look down here because I can hear it get triggered up there, and then I can see it. Well, I can't see it coming through, but I can see when it comes into the dropper, and I can see when that redstone dust on the left over here. Can you guys see my mouse? Okay, I heard it just trigger. So we should see it come in here and then see this trigger and shoot it out. Basically, we could see how long it takes to appear in here and then get kicked out. And then we could reduce it. If this one works, then I'll try it with 2. And then, because I did it with 1 and that wasn't enough delay. Yeah, I guess this is a better way to debug it, because ultimately what we're trying to do is have it sit in here long enough to be kicked out. And if it doesn't come in and that gets triggered and then it drops in after, then we need to add more delay. If it's dropping in here and sitting there for 5 seconds and then getting kicked out, we can reduce the delay. But I don't know how random it is. Anyway, I think I can do this and then I'll do the other video